just in, did Ulta Beauty World officially announce their ticket sales date? Is Pat McGrath Labs selling? And are other big makeup brands making some changes, trying to make a comeback in the year 2026? Y'all, we have all that more in this week's new makeup releases, so grab a snack, grab a drink, because it's about to get juicy.
Hello, my most beautiful friends, and welcome back to New Makeup Release Sunday, where we sit back, relax, and we talk about all the new makeup that has been announced and sneak peeked, as well as some industry news. Okay, guys, so before we dive into today's top stories, I just want to give a huge congratulations to Gabriella Skambowski. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I am horrible at names, but a huge congratulations to Gabriella for winning one of my holiday giveaway boxes last week. But you guys already know the drill. With that being said, we have a new one opening up right now. So just make sure you guys head over to my pinned comment. A lot of people keep saying, I can't find it in your description. It's in my pinned comment. So if you just go to the comment section, you'll see it right there, the very first comment you're going to see. It is how you guys can fill out that Google form to win a holiday giveaway box from me. I have one more after today's giveaway. I'll have one more next week, and that will complete my holiday giveaway. So thank you to everybody who has entered. You guys have been truly amazing. Also, I know a lot of you guys are reaching out asking me how my colonoscopy went. Oh, y'all, that's a story. It went well. I had it done. It's a story. I'm gonna have to do like a chatty get ready with me to tell you guys about it, but I am waiting on the results. They did 3 different biopsies, so I am waiting on the pathology results to come in, but everything went well. Definitely an experience for sure, but I can't wait to tell you guys all about that. So I will do an updated like chatty get ready with me. I want to tell you guys all about my first ever colonoscopy experience, and sadly it will not be my last either. I will have to have another one in a couple years, but needless to say, I now know what to expect. So with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and dive into today's top stories. So last week I talked about how Sephora was hosting their Sephora event and how when they had dropped the tickets, they dropped it immediately, didn't make any announcement that tickets are dropping, so it sold out super quick. People were so furious, and then Ulta Beauty World, and then Ulta Beauty saw that, was like, besties, for Ulta Beauty World, we're going to tell you guys the date. We're not doing this little shady shit that Sephora wants to do. We have our besties backs, and that's exactly what they did. So they officially announced over on their Instagram that on January 21st, 2026, they will be dropping their tickets to Ulta Beauty World. Now, Ulta Beauty World is taking place here in Orlando, Florida on April 16th. I do not know the ticket prices. If I had to guess, based upon last year was about $160 to $170. I would assume it's going to be somewhere around that price range, but this time they're saying you're going to get like a $3,000 bag of goodies. We'll see what they really count as goodies, but they're saying that you're going to get like $3,000 worth of goodies. So if I had to guess, I'm going to say the price is probably raised. I'm probably going to think you're going to be looking around like $200, around that price range, if I had to guess, because I know that Sephora, where the general ticket was like, I think around like $170, and their VIP was around like $400 and something. So I'm assuming that Ulta Beauty World, since they're not doing any tiers, it's going to be around like the $200 mark if I had to make a guess. But as soon as I know more details, I will absolutely let you guys know. And yes, I fully intend on buying a ticket. It is one ticket per person, which I think is kind of fair. That way it doesn't just sell out immediately. It's giving people a chance to sign up and get their tickets. I really do like how they're doing it. It is kind of shitty too, because like it kind of forces you to go by yourself if your other friends can't grab tickets. But you know what? I did it. I did it at a book event. I could do it again. Yeah, I could do that again. That would be kind of scary to do that by yourself. But you know, we'll find a way. Okay, so up next, it says that Pat McGrath Labs puts assets up for sale. So it says the legendary makeup artist brand is restructuring and recapitalizing is undergoing restructuring and recapitalism process expected to be completed in 2026. It says Pat McGrath Labs is going through a restructuring process. The brand is reviewing its assets. And some, including its trademark and logos. The process is being managed by U.S. financial firm Hilco Global, WWD reported. Hilco did not respond to the request for comment. The restructuring is meant to allow Pat McGrath Labs to move forward in a productive and healthy environment. Pat McGrath Labs was created by famed makeup artist Pat McGrath, turned 10 in October. It was valued at over $1 billion when it received an investment from Eurizo in 2018, soon after its launch into Sephora. BOF reported in 2021 that Uzura had quietly exited its investment and reported earlier this year that another investor, Senna Investment Managers, had marked down its stake in the brand by 88%, implying a value closer to $174 million. In 2025 half-year report, Senna parent company Group Bergstols Lambert indicated an intent to exit its stake, though it was not clear if it was actually done so. That just kind of makes me wonder, like, I am not necessarily fully surprised to see something like this happening. I feel like you see this actually a lot in the makeup industry. Like, look at Hailey Bieber, for example. Hailey Bieber owned Rhode Beauty, and then she eventually ended up selling it to e.l.f. Cosmetics for $1 billion. It is just one of those things that people do. If you have a very, very, very successful brand, especially if, like, you kind of hit like a peak mark where you're kind of like, how much more can I grow? How much more can I evolve? You kind of do see them selling to investors or selling stakes in the company to investors and kind of letting them take over. You could still have some sort of say, some sort of input, but you're not fully the CEO or founder anymore. Like Kylie Jenner did the same thing when she stepped down from Kylie Cosmetics, and she ended up just taking, I think it was like 48% of the company, sold the other 51%. So she doesn't have full control over her company. Like I said, Hailey Bieber has done it. I think the only one that kind of did the opposite was Huda Beauty. She sold Huda Beauty, was she actually bought back all her investments to completely own her brand. So some go in that direction, some mostly completely sell, especially since like as of like the last 2 years, it has been quite known in the industry that Pat McGrath has been the creative director for Louis Vuitton makeup. So it just kind of makes sense. Like, I'm not necessarily surprised to see this direction happening. I feel like Pat McGrath Labs has become very stagnant with their makeup. They're consistent with what they come out with, so you know what to expect with them. But I feel like in today's market, the makeup industry is just so oversaturated with tons and tons and tons of makeup brands, and trying to be the next viral brand or have the next viral product, you're consistently competing against yourself and other companies out there. And I feel like it's very hard to stay relevant. I feel like it's very hard to keep sales up as much as you want to, just given the fact that this economy is in shambles and there's too many makeup products launching every 2 weeks, every week, that it's really hard to kind of keep up with and kind of get your face out there. And I feel like if you don't change and revolutionize your products and you don't kind of keep up with the current trends or release something super exciting and innovative, your brand kind of falls flat. And I feel like that's kind of what happened with Pat McGrath Labs. And I feel like that's also kind of why she kind of stepped back and went in the creative direction with Louis Vuitton makeup. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't have a huge part in her brand. I'm pretty sure she does, but I'm also not surprised to see that there could be potential sale, like coming up with the trademark and logo. I'm not surprised. I just feel like that's typically what you see with a lot of major brands out there. They do tend to sell or change and evolve because people just kind of hit like where they think their peak is. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think they're really going to sell? And if they do, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to change their name? Do you think they're going to change their logo? I doubt they're going to change their products, but I'm curious. I want to hear from you. Speaking of changes, I recently just saw an article as well that said that Milk Makeup wanted to bring back their cool factor, because back in like 2010, they were booming in the industry, okay? Like for 9 years, they were booming in the industry. They were creating really cool, innovative products because they wanted to be considered that a brand that a cool person would put their like products on, right? So like, what can they do? They wanted to go more editorial. They wanted to go more like the New York style vibe-ish, where you could be in the back of the car quickly putting products on your face and be on the go. That's why they created like their chubby sticks, their cooling tints, their cooling jelly tints. They really just wanted to be that brand that stood out in terms of their product. And they recently realized that by doing so, they did well for a time being, but they also saw a huge decline in sales this past year. They lost 20% of their sales this past year compared to previous years. So they decided to implement a new change. They decided to bring back their former co-founder to help to bring back sales that they've recently lost. Other brands like Glossier, Drunk Elephant, and Herbivore Botanicals are also doing the same thing and facing very similar products where they're noticing what once made them super viral and super popular isn't doing anymore. So they're trying to find ways to make them more innovative and grow their sales now in 2026. Another brand that's doing that is Glamlite. I recently saw Giselle posting on her story that they're going to be rebranding the Glamlite website. She said, Operation the Rebirth at Glamlite website. Our mission is to improve the Glamlite customer experience at Glamlite customer experience. Every customer is VIP. It says, working on the brand plan for 2026, what things can a brand do to make you feel loved and special? I thought it was actually really cool. I really hope that she got really positive feedback, or really great feedback as a whole. I personally not leave any feedback because there's really nothing I have to say in terms of making yourself better. But I will say, I think it's really cool when a brand wants to take a step back and go, okay, what can we do to make your experience better when shopping with our brand? And how can we continue to improve sales next year? What can we do to get you guys excited? Like I said, a lot of brands right now are seeing the hit in terms of sales and a lot of decline. I mean, I think a big part of it has to do with the economy, but that's just me. But these brands are like, no, it can never be the economy. It's just we need to create more innovative products, which, yeah, I agree. Make something really fun. You make something really unique. But I think economy does have a huge play in it. Speaking of Glamlite, a lot of you guys reached out to me, let me know that the Glamlite coffee lip kits are back in stock. I actually didn't buy it. I saw it. I didn't buy it. I don't know. I just was like, you know what? I originally intended to buy it to kind of do a giveaway for you guys, but now it's just kind of like the holidays are almost over. So I was like, I ended up just not buying it. But I will say they do have some amazing lip kits going on sale right now. So I'm currently wearing the birthday lip kit right here. This is actually beautiful. Now, with these type of lip kits, they're just a lip liner and a gloss. This is a beautiful like duochrome blue pink gloss. It looks absolutely gorgeous on this lip. And they have some really amazing bundles going on their website. So they have all of their desserts lip kits on sale for $18. You guys can use code AllieD to save 15% off that. However, they also have some holiday bundles. They have like the VIP lip kit. You're going to get 5 different lip kits in here for $60, which I think is a really fantastic sale as well. And I just really do enjoy the Glamlite lip kits. A lot of them are on sale right now, so if you guys do want to get your hands on them, I personally do recommend them. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I think you guys cannot go wrong with any of the lip kits. Like I said, I do wear them all right now on my lips. All the coffee ones are currently available right now, so if you guys do want to get your hands on my favorite one in the entire world, which is the vanilla latte lip kit, it is officially back in stock. I don't know how long it's going to be in stock for. They keep saying it's a limited edition, so once it's gone, it's gone. Who knows? This is the 3rd restock on this product, so I don't really know how much this is going to, be sold out or come back. I don't know, but all of their coffee lip kits and all the dessert lip kits are officially available right now on their website. You guys can use my code to save you guys 15% off. And I have to say, y'all, I do love their lip kits. I can't deny it. That is it for today's top stories. Now we're gonna dive into this week's new makeup releases. So up first, I've known about this for a while, but I obviously was not talk about it. But Odin's Eye Cosmetics is officially bringing back their Christmas Eve and their Merry Christmas palette with a twist. So they're officially bringing back their Christmas Eve Christmas palette with different type of sets. So now instead of buying the full palette, now going to be available in individual shades. So you guys can buy the shades individually, or you guys can buy the bundle as a whole and kind of create your own Merry Christmas or Christmas Eve palette. They are going to be sold separately. You guys can use my code to save you guys 10% off. And I think it's actually really cool they're doing this, because now it's going to allow these shades to be available all year round, not just available during the holiday season. So you guys can kind of custom make it. You guys can maybe mix and match and have like the Merry Christmas palette and the Christmas Eve palette kind of mix into one, or you guys can buy them as a bundle, just buy the Christmas Eve or just buy the Merry Christmas. They are going to be a new updated formula. So the shimmers in here are going to be quite different than the shimmers that I originally experienced years ago, because they do have their updated shimmer formula, which is just incredible, by the way. And I think it's just a really cool idea. A lot of you guys really wanted to get your hands on those Christmas palettes, and Odin's, I had heard you and said, we're going to bring it back, but with the twist. And I really do like how they did this twist. Now this is going to be available right now. You guys do want to pick it up, and I will say this is actually really cool. A cool idea they did, and I actually am quite excited for it. I do have it. I have not unboxed it yet because, well, I've had a very busy week, so I've not unboxed it yet, but at some point I will, and I'll definitely show you guys. Up next, it looks like Tarte has a new Macaroon Blush and Glow Duo. This is going to be 2-in-1 cream plus radiant power blush duo, and wear solo or stacked. Peptide, hyaluronic acid, and maracuja blur, hydrate, and plumps the look of the skin. The packaging has a divider to keep the formula clean and mixing ledge to diffuse. It's going to retail for $38, and I'm definitely going to pass on this. Actually, you know what's so funny is I have been seeing a lot of dramas surrounding the trip in with Tarte, because I guess they're on a trip right now to Fiji or something like that. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of drama surrounding tripping with Tarte, and I honestly kind of forgot that they even did those trips. And I'm just so fascinated, because I used to really want to go on a tripping with Tarte trip, and after just kind of looking at some of the videos I've seen on TikTok and whatnot, I don't think it's something I'd actually want to go to. It seems, and no judgment, but it seems like all they do is party and get super shit-faced, and that doesn't necessarily sound like a good time to me. I'm too old to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am too old to go party and get shit-faced. It's not fun, because if I were to get shit-faced now, let me tell you guys, that's gonna take about like a 3-day recovery period, okay? There's just no getting up the next day, okay? It's more of I'm dead the next day, and I need to fully recover. You know, I need a banana bag, I need electrolyte, I need like a Pedialyte, I need, Advil, because my muscles and body hurt like this one tomorrow. It's not the same. It's not fun for me. Like, I just don't really find that type of stuff kind of fun, and I just don't think those are kind of trips I'd really want to go on. Like, my idea of a perfect trip is to go and explore. Like whenever I go on vacation, I don't just want to go shopping and go look at malls or do that. I want to go explore the land. Like if like we're at a tropical island, I want to go on jet skis. I want to go snorkeling. I want to go on a boat ride. If we're like in like a cabin in the woods, I want to go hiking. I want to go look at waterfalls. I want to go ATVing. Like I live for that type of stuff. I don't really live for the partying, and that seems like it's all that is now tripping Tarte. And I don't know. This brand has they kind of turned me off. They really have kind of turned me off. And I seriously just really wonder how they keep up with what they do, because I never hear anyone talking about Tarte. Ever. I never see any of my friends reviewing Tarte, using Tarte. Like, I honestly forget this brand exists until it's the Tripping with Tarte time. Is that not weird? Do you guys still use Tarte? Let me know. Like I'm so curious. Up next, it looks like Benefit has a new Porefessional Degunker. This is going to be a cleaning routine for blackhead and pores. This is a 2-in-1 tool that delivers a clearer, smoother, refined complexion in just 2 steps. Inside the cleansing tool is a creamy alkaline pH formula, which is applied in the first step. Helps remove dead skin cells, while Callan Clay helps to unclog pores. Plum kernel oil provides supplements, and beta-glucan helps to moisturize the skin. The next step, the extraction head, can be used to remove blackheads and impurity. I am so fascinated by this. Like, this is a product I genuinely would like to try, because I would just be so curious to see how well this works. I do go get facials from time to time, and let me tell you, the extraction part is the worst part, okay? Because whenever they do my nose area, I swear to God, I feel like they're gonna break my nose. And like, I don't want to sound like I'm like a baby when it comes to it, but when they do the extraction of my nose part, my eyes, against my will start to water, and like they start to come, like I start to like cry. I'm not actually crying, but my eyes are watering, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not crying. It's just my eyes, they're betraying me. She's like, no, you're good. I'm like, hurry the fuck up. Like, this hurts. It's not fun. So I'm curious to see how this type of product would work. I've never really been the biggest fan of the Porefessional pore clay mask cleansing line. I feel like they do work to an extent, but they're not my favorite. So I'm curious to see how this particular product will work. Like, I genuinely would want to try this because I do suffer from large pores. So I'd want to try this. Okay, so up next, it looks like Lancome has some new single shadows. Say hello to the Idol Goddess Dimension. These are high pigmented, multi-dimensional eyeshadows in different finishes and colors, 5 pressed glitter pigments, 3 satin, and 4 matte. So it's be coming to the website soon. And I'd have to say, I am so curious to see how these products perform, because I feel like they look very lackluster just in this photo, but I'm pretty sure they could actually surprise us. This could be a phenomenal product. Like, I don't know. I'd have to try it, but they do look really cool, and it's kind of cool to see them kind of doing something a little different. They're trying to keep up with times and doing multi-chromes, because I know that's just kind of where it's at for a lot of people, so it's really cool to see them kind of coming up with that. I am curious about the price point, though, because it is Lancome, so they're going to be expensive. I would say these are probably going to be like $22, $23 a piece. Up next, it looks like Ulta Beauty has a new brand entering their store, and it's going to be the Herbivore Botanical brand. So they're going to be sending out their body collection there, along with their entire skincare line. It's going to be launching in their stores as of December 21st, and it's going to include products like their Cocoa Rose, their Lapras, their Nova, and their Bok Choy. These are going to be all of their brand new skincare line, along with their body care line in here as well. And I've tried a few products from this brand because they used to be included inside Ipsy, and they're not bad. They're really not bad. So it's really cool to see this brand being featured inside Ulta Beauty. Like, Ulta Beauty has really stepped up this year, introducing a lot more brands to their store, and it's actually really kind of exciting to see because they have an amazing point system. So I'm excited about that one. Up next, I saw this and I was like, what? So Natasha Denona has a new mini eye palette out. This is going to be their cool mini eyeshadow palette, available right now in Europe. Pressed to visibly brighten and define the eye area, a compact essential for wide-eyed and sculpted look. So they do have an original one, which is going to be their warm tone, and now they have a cool tone mini eye sculpt palette. This is such an easy pass for me. Such an easy pass for me. I think this is so boring. I'm not trying to throw any shade to anyone out there who does love the 5-pan original one. There's nothing wrong with loving it. Just for me, this is something I would just generally never use. I just wouldn't get a use out of it, because if I do use a neutral look, I just have different neutral palettes in my collection that I can just go for. I don't need to spend $29 on a 5-pan mini palette when, like, I have so many other palettes I can use that probably have the exact same colors. So it's cool for those who do love it and who do love to collect it. It's just, this is such an easy pass for me. So easy pass for me. Up next, it looks like Ola Henderson has a new sugar melt lip scrub on the market. It's going to be a scent called Strawberry Sorbet. You just massage it on the lips and leave on to condition. It's going to be coming very, very soon. And I will say this is a pass. I don't need any more lip scrubs, but if you do love Ola Henderson, if you love a good lip scrub, this will be coming soon. Up next, this one is interesting and I kind of want to try it, but Laneige has a new Juice Pop Box Lip Tint found in shades Popstar Peach, Jazzy Gem, and Lo-Fi Mauve and it has a curve applicator. That's all it says. And I'm so curious because you guys already know that I love my Lancome lip products right here. Okay, I have every single shade because I think they're phenomenal. I bought them last year. A little one crazy. I went a little crazy, you know. I did go a little crazy on these, didn't I? I did. But I do love them, and they have a new lip product out. And since I love those so much, I'm probably gonna want to try this. I'm probably gonna want to spend my money on it and try it and go. Don't let me buy every shade, guys. Please, for the love of God, have my back. Don't let me do it, because I will if they're good. So, up next, Elf Beauty. They came out with an empty. So it says, available now. The beauty community made it viral. They made it available shop. Empty. New self-made bottle from Elf. An empty, clean 1.06 ounce Halo Gloss bottle that you can create your own custom jumbo lip gloss at home. Lippies sold separately. $1 or get it free when you spend $15. So mix up your favorite Elf formula to create your own holy grail. So you just get an empty Halo Glow Halo Glow empty gloss container, and then you just kind of pour your own lip balms in it. I guess it's kind of cool when you come with your own like color story and whatnot. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna pass. That's just not something I don't need to do, but it is kind of a cool concept if you think about it, like kind of coming up with your own design and your own color and your own like how you want things done. Like you want like maybe you can mix different formulas, different consistency. Not really sure how that's gonna work, but it's kind of cool. Up next, Makeup by Mario just launched a brand new Jelly Jar Lip and Cheek Multi-Use Balm. This is going to be a bouncy, jelly-like formula for lip and cheeks that feel lightweight and nourishing with a wash of juicy color. Can be layered on top of makeup or worn on bare skin for a no makeup look. They're going to be $28. This is something I'm definitely going to pass on. I'm just never a fan of a lip and cheek combo. I get that they're fine to work together, but this one's going to be very glossy. So if you actually look at the pictures of like the blushes, they're super like wet looking because it's supposed to be like a glossy balm. So it's like super wet in the cheek, and that's something I would never, ever, ever want. I feel like it'd also be kind of sticky, right? Like if it's super like wet like that. It's a cool concept. There's some really pretty colors, but again, this is just a product that I will probably pass on. Just because I don't need any more lip balms, but it's cool. It looks pretty cool. It looks really pretty colors. I'm sure some of my friends in the industry will definitely want to go pick this up and they'll do some reviews, but I'm thinking I'm going to pass for now. Speaking of pass, MAC Cosmetics just unveiled their spring 2026 collection, Meet the Metamorphosis collection. This is going to include a face eye palette. It's going to have some lip gloss blows and some lip balms in here as well. And I will say this looks a little boring. It looks kind of just like all the other stuff they come out with. It's an easy pass. I want to try MAC again. I really do. I want to try them again to see if there's products that I really like, but this just isn't one of those collections I want to try. Last but not least, Tarte Beauty just unveiled a new shade to their double take cream and powder blush duos. It's going to be the shade called Thank Me Later. This duo compacted powder and cream blush formula to achieve a long-wearing bold color that melts in the skin for a beautiful radiant glow. This is just a new unreleased shade. I know that he did recently unveil this in a TikTok live. It looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if anyone knows me, you guys know that I love the Tarte blushes. I think they're absolutely phenomenal. I have a few myself because they really are a great formula. This color story looks really beautiful, and as soon as it is available, I'm probably going to pick this up. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to pick this up. So that, my most beautiful friends, is it for this week's new makeup release. It's definitely more on the shorter side. I think it's just because a lot of brands are starting to slow down right now, given the fact that Christmas is literally this week. Like it's literally this week. So I think a lot of brands are starting to slow down, which I'm personally happy about because I do not intend on buying any more makeup for the rest of the year because your girl is focusing on Christmas, getting gifts for her family and her dogs and my husband, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm focused on, not really buying any makeup, but I will definitely do some makeup when we come back from the holiday season. Now, I do want to let you guys know I will only have one video this week. I'm going to do a book unhaul because I have so many new books I've been sitting on the side of my bookshelf that I want to put in my collection, and I really want to get rid of a lot of books that I just know I'm never going to read anymore. Books I've read that I'm not going to read, romance books that I have that I just don't need, thriller and mystery books that I just don't need anymore, maybe some teen books that I got way back in the day. My tastes have really evolved over this last year, and I bought these books so long ago, and I don't really want them anymore. So I'm going to do a big book unhaul, and that'll be the last video this week. So I'll be back next week for a new makeup release Sunday. But to those who do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. And for those who don't, I do hope you have a very, very, very beautiful week. Thank you guys so much for being here and for just being so amazing and just allowing this girl to live her dream. So with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful ventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.